Good morning. Next topic is non-destructive testing. So non-destructive testing, these are the type of testing which usually test the material or sample material without harming or without disturbing the mechanical physical properties or without damaging or failure of material. Okay. So NDT means non-destructive testing are the tests which do not directly measure the mechanical properties such as hardness, strength, etc., but they are used to locate the defects in material without destructing the material. So basically this test intentionally developed to find out the defects in material without destructing or damaging the materials. So these defects or flaws may reduce the useful life of components. For higher reliability, defects should be absent or negligible. Okay, if defects is there in the material, so because of the defect, the reliability of that product or material is low. Okay, we need defect-free products. Okay, for higher reliability. So following are some NDT's methods. So there are number of NDT's method available, but following are most commonly used NDT's methods. So first is ultrasonic testing, then radiographic testing, then dye penetrant testing, then magnetic particle inspection, then eddy current testing, visual inspection, and sonic inspection. Okay, so these are these most commonly used NDT methods. So ultrasonic means sound waves are used, radiographics, radio waves are used, dye penetrant tests. So dye means color is used to find out the defects. Then magnetic particles are used for inspection. Eddy current is used for testing, and visual inspection means with the help of naked eyes and with the help of some microscope you are inspecting the material. Then sonic inspection means some sound waves are used to find out the defects in the material. So these are the most common NDT's method. Then first one is ultrasonic testing. So how to do ultrasonic testing and what is the purpose and what you find out from ultrasonic testing. So ultrasonic testing uses high frequency sound energy to conduct the examination and make measurement. So ultrasonic inspection can be used for flaw detection, dimensional measurements, etc. A typical UT or ultrasonic testing inspection system consists of several functional units such as pulsar, receiver, transducer, and display devices. So a pulsar or receiver is an electronic device that can produce very high or high voltage electric pulses. So in form of pulses, repeated pulses, we are producing high voltage electric current. A transducer generates high energy ultrasonic energy. This sound energy then propagated through test material in the form of waves. So this is our setup. So this is our display device. Okay, this is pulsar or receiver. This works as a pulsar and receiver also. This is our transducer. Okay, so the function of transducer is to transmit these pulses in the material, and these are material specimen. So when pulses goes from here and it touches to the end and then repeated, it will again repeat its pattern, and again transducer receive the signal. Means first signal is transmitted through the material, then again it received, okay, and goes to the receiver, and here you can see some result, back surface echo. So in first case you can see there is a back surface echo which is larger. Okay, this is first case. When there is some crack, you can see here is a crack. So because of that crack, pulses goes here, and from that crack it reaches to the transducer again. Means there is less time spent here for reaching the sound waves. Okay, and this receiver receives this signal. Okay, and you will get a small echo there. Okay, this is signal, so it requires larger time. So this is nothing but a time. Okay, So for this signal you need to wait for 10 seconds, for example, and for this signal you need to wait for 5 seconds. So with this you can say that for 5 seconds there is some crack or there is some defect in material. Okay, if it takes less than 5 seconds, so you can say the crack is near to the transducer. If it takes 5 seconds, then you can say crack is in between material. If it takes 8 seconds, okay, the crack is near to the next end. Okay, and if it takes 10 seconds, then you can say there is no crack. So this is very simple technique to find out the cracks or defects in the material. So basically this test gives you the defect inside the material. So surface defects cannot be measured by this test procedure. Okay. So when there is a discontinuity or crack in the material, part of energy will reflected back from the flow surface. The reflection wave signal then transform into electrical signal made by transducer and displayed on the screen. At applet, the reflected signal strength is displayed versus time from the signal generation to when echo was received. A signal travel time can be directly related to the distance that signal travels. Next are some advantages and disadvantages of ultrasonic testing. So first advantages, it is sensitive to the surface and subsurface discontinuity. High accuracy is there, minimal part preparation is required, instantaneous result is observed or achieved, detailed image can be generated, it can measure thickness of metal plate. Okay, how to measure thickness? The distance or the time required to calculate, time required to go from one end to another end, this time. Okay, and if you put the time in that formula, you will find out the distance or thickness of this metal. The disadvantages, surface must be accessible for testing, high skill is required, coupling medium is required. What is coupling medium? You cannot directly put transducer on top of this metal plate, so you need to have some coupling medium in between the metal plate and this transducer. Okay, so coupling medium is required there. So rough irregular surface are difficult to inspect. If there is a very rough surface, so when you move the transducer, the signals or sound waves not properly goes to the material and you will get a false reading or false signals. So linear defects parallel to sound waves may be undetected. For example, if there is some vertical cracks, so it is difficult to find out the vertical or which is parallel to the sound waves. Okay, for that you need to test the material by rotating 90 degrees. Next is dye penetrant test or DP test. So dye penetrant test is used to detect the presence of surface crack in the component. Okay, so it is basically used for surface crack measurement or detection. The dye penetrant kit basically consists of 3 chemical pressurized can, namely cleaner, which is thinning agent, thinner that cleans the surface, sprayed on the surface to disintegrate grease and dirt particle from the surface. Then penetrant, colorful red dye, less viscous liquid that enables it to penetrate into crack through capillary action. Then developer. Developer is absorbent chemical that uses to absorb the penetrant present in the crack and indicates the same clearly to the eye. So basically in dye penetrant test we are using 3 chemicals. Okay, so first is cleaner. So cleaner's function is to clean out or to remove the dust that present on the surface. Next is penetrant. So penetrant is very thin or very less viscous mud liquid which penetrates inside the surface, okay, through capillary actions. Very less viscosity is there. okay, and which is very dark red in color. So after washing it, after washing the penetrant or removing the penetrant, we are using this developer. So when you put the developer on this surface again, so what developers do, developers absorb all the chemical or absorb all the penetrant present inside the crack, and it is visible to our eye that here there is a crack. Okay, so this is the basic principle. We will see the procedure. So for example, this is our crack on the surface. Then there you can see there is some dust and dirt there, small particles are there in crack. So when you apply the cleaner, you can see that these small cracks or small grease and dust particle is removed. Then what you do, we are applying penetrant. Okay, so penetrant fill up the crack or cavity due to capillary action, and next we will wash out the surface, or we will remove the penetrant, excess penetrant from the surface. Then we are applying the developer. So what developer do, developers remove or suck all the chemical or penetrant goes inside the crack, and it is visible on the surface with red color. So by this way you can say that there is some crack or there is a crack on the surface. So dye penetrant test advantages. So very low cost method due to determine surface crack. Next, portable kit. Next is instant result. Only you need 3 chemicals, and very simple test is there and very fast test is there to detect the surface crack. Because of our naked eyes we cannot easily find out the cracks. Okay, then disadvantages, only surface crack can be detected. Rough and irregular surface tend to provide false result. So surface preparation is also very much important in this dye penetrant test. Then applications, crack detection is form rolled, railway rails gears, then welded joints, etc. Next is radiography testing. So radiographic testing is a method of inspecting a material by hidden flaws by using the ability of short wavelength electromagnetic radiation, which is high energy photons, to penetrate various material. The intensity of radiation that penetrates and passes through the material is either captured by radiation film photography, radiography, or a planar array of radiation sensitive sensor, real-time radiography. There are 2 methods. In the radiographic testing, the part is inspected and placed between the radiation source and a piece of radiation sensitive film. The radiation source can either be X-ray machine or other radioactive element sources. So this is very simple process, same as X-ray. Okay, you know what is X-ray. So there is a radiation source, and from this radiation source there are radiation. Okay, and in between this is our film. Okay, this is our radiation sensitive film. Sorry. So this is our radiation sensitive film. Okay, and we are placing a part or sample specimen in between the radiation source and this film. So in between these two we are placing a part. Okay, and when radiation falls on this part and this film, okay, this film captures all the radiations. Okay, and you can see such type of film after the radiation falls. Okay, so when the radiations fall directly on the film, you will get very dark region, and if the radiation does not fall directly, then you will see there is some lighter portion is there, means in this portion very less radiation is observed. Okay, and if there is a less density or if there is a crack in between or you can have such type of defect, or you can see such type of variation in the radiation exposure. Okay, if the radiation falls directly, then you will get very dark region. If it is not falling directly, okay, means radiation is falling on material, okay, not on this film, then you can have very light region of, okay, there. So this is radiography testing. So the part will stop some of the radiation where thicker and more dense area will stop more the radiation. The radiation that passes through the part will expose to the film and forms a shadow graph of the part. The film darkness density will vary with amount of radiation reaching to the film through the test object, where darker areas indicate more exposure, higher radiation intensity, and lighter area indicates less exposure, that is higher radiation intensity. Lower radiation intensity. This variation in the image darkness can be used to determine the thickness of the composition of material and would also reveal the presence of any flaws or discontinuity inside the material. Radiography is used in wide range of application including medicine, engineering and security, etc. So advantages of radiography testing are surface and subsurfaces discontinuity can be identified. Very few material limitations are there. Can be used for inspection. Hidden areas very minimal or no part preparation is required. Permanent test record is obtained. Portable gamma rays sources can be used. Disadvantages: hazardous to operator and slow process. High degree of skill and experience is required. Equipment is relatively expensive, especially X-ray sources. Depth of discontinuity is not indicated. It requires two-sided access to the component. So that's all.